What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amish Space Station. And this one could be short because I'm waiting on a very, very important phone call. So I might have to cut off without any warning. But nonetheless, it's been a while since I've actually uploaded. So I got some content removed, everybody, which is congratulations. Thank you. Um, Apparently, I'm a hateful speaker. Somehow, I love everyone. I don't understand. You know, it's really strange. It really is. There's a guy that I work with that I wanted to tell you guys about. There's a guy I work with that says that the Second Amendment, and well, yeah, I mean, he thinks that the entire Constitution is for the government. And he's about 51 years old. It's amazing. Anyway, Nathan Ackerman, he said, amazingly, I made it to a minute and 10 before I couldn't take anymore. I think the military could use your music as a torture device. So I gave him a upvote and a little heart symbol right there. It's actually amazing. I love it. Like, people take the time out of their day because they love Mr. Tom McDonald, Ronald, and they love him. So they love to, defending him for some reason. It's amazing. Just had somebody that I work with, never had a conversation with them. I just put a song on a project for the main owner of this huge business, and she just came up to me. She's like, "Oh my God, I love your song. I have to say I'm completely obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it." And she just walks away giggling. And it's funny because when you see people trying to tell me I'm trash, dude, I play 10 instruments, man. I know it sounds good. I'm a beast ass rapper, always will be, and I do metal and I do jazz. I play classical. I'm really good, and I put a lot of time and effort into my music abilities. So I can care less, about these people who think that they just think it really matters. It's like, honestly, if it was trash, you would know. Uh-oh, hold on, guys. All right, guys, false alarm. Sorry. So, what I'm trying to get at is you'll know right away if I have some trash music because you won't be able to listen to it past a couple of minutes. But there is something that I want to get right now. Bye. Justice Timberlake. See, I said that dude on YouTube. He said, "Incredible." I actually watched and listened to the whole thing. Made me smile. Thank you, my friend. I am very happy I was able to brighten your day a bit. All right. See, comments like that, they're amazing. I've been meaning to get back with him for a while. So I appreciate the, So, back to where I was getting. This is about trigger words, and this is an easy way for you to find shills. So here's what I want to do first. I want to start with this guy, Marfugal News. I want to try and get through some of this so that I can get through. This guy has 125,000 subs. He's friends with John X Army, who has been kicked off YouTube, and I've been trying to find him. I think he moved platforms. I haven't been trying really hard, so I'm not even going to sit back and pretend. This guy has something strange. I don't know. And bad media. I don't know what he's saying. Is he saying that Marfugel's bad media? Listen, Marfugel is fake news. Why is he fake news? Why is he a shill? Because he completely conformed to what the government says. He's pushing space propaganda, and also he was originally shouted out by Tyler Glockner of Secure Team 10. And Tyler Glockner is a shill and a hoax. What do you call it? A hoaxer, a serial hoaxer, as Lions Ground, that shill would say. So it's two shills attacking each other. But Marfugel, his trigger word is mainstream news. He says, I told you about this before the mainstream news did. Oh, really, Marfugel? Are you sure? Before the mainstream? Do you work for CNN? I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on. Like, do I have to say it at this point? If anybody's sitting back here and they say mainstream news, who else does this a lot? Lisa Haven. I understand if you're a fan of her. She has some okay information. It's fine. You know, she says these human cages, what could they have planned? Who knows? She doesn't know crap. You know, she says all across the globe. That's her trigger word, globe. That shows exactly where she's at. That shows what she knows and what she doesn't know. And it's always about her. You know, it really is. It's always about her. It's never about understanding things. She always goes to Zero Hedge and all these other mainstream sources. All she does is keep showing mainstream media. And she does it with her partner, Justice Knight, and he does the exact same thing. That's not how you spell his name. I think it's Justice Knight. There it is. Him. He does the same thing. So, you know, she's at 500,000 subs. He's at 22, and he works directly with her now. So they've opened up their new site. And I'm not saying that if you listen to them, you can't get information from them. They have good information. Thing is that they can't differentiate between what's real and what's not. And I've left comments on a lot of their content, trying to get them to respond to me. You know, in a way, some of it could be considered trolling, but in a way, it's like trolling with truth or trolling for truth. Where I'm like, okay, so why are you talking about space? You think space is real? You think this is real? You think that's real? Same as what's his name? I can't remember his name. Guy from InfoWars, man. I don't even care about these people anymore. He does the same thing. It's like Alex Jones. It's like, you know, what do you mean you don't believe in NASA? It's like, dude, all you got to do is show me Operation Paperclip, secret program of the Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency. All right, which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians, such as Werner von Braun and his V2 rocket team, were taken from Germany to the United States for the U.S. government employment, primarily between 1945 and 1959. And that was the time that the CIA and you know, NASA was formed. I'm not going to listen to you nonsense retards out here if you're going to sit around here and actually say, oh, blah, 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 but they didn't do that, but they didn't do it. Yes, they did. It's right here. I'm not listening to you anymore because you're nonsense liars. You're phonies. My God, like, oh my God, like it's right here. Idiots are retarded if you can't see this. Justice Knight, Lisa Haven, they're all trigger. Mainstream media, well, the mainstream media, and this, we reported on it before the mainstream media, and before the mainstream media, President Trump and the mainstream media. That's all it is, dude. That's all it is. These are trigger words. Here's another one. Brian Stavely, Dose of Reality. I believe you are 100% a shill, because all you keep talking about is this stupid Mandela effect that I have already proven that is fake. How did I prove that the Mandela effect is fake? I proved it by the delayed choice quantum eraser. What is the quantum eraser? I will go over very quickly again. If it takes this path, you know which path it takes. If it takes this path, you don't know. What does that mean? It means that when it goes here, it shows 2 lines on the wall. When it goes here, it shows 10 lines on the wall, because light is affected by a knower. You have to know which path, not observe it, because we're observing it do this. We're observing it make an interference pattern. We're observing the interference pattern. We're observing it. Therefore, all right, guys, hold on a sec. All right, guys, another false alarm. Sorry for the interruptions. So what I was saying was that this is the delay choice quantum eraser. You have to have a knower. You understand? You have to have a knower. It shows where the sister photon was split and where it goes. You understand? You have to have a knower. If you do not have a knower, then you can't know which path information it takes, and it'll give you their interference pattern. That proves that knowing that somebody said something on this, knowing that Mandela died in prison, knowing this, there's no way he could have lived, So that means that you're misremembering it, because if there is a knower of this information, this is the way it happens. So I don't understand why this guy keeps Mandela effect, Mandela, Mandoozle himself, and this is interesting. I would like to see this. This is a live stream between Brian Stavely and Russian Vids. Russian Vids is awesome. So this girl, Karen B, works with Dose of Reality, Brian Stavely. I think both of them are shills. I'm sorry. Allegedly Dave is an excellent D. Murphy. He's an excellent flat earther. He's really, 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 really smart. He's really interesting. He really knows a lot about what he's talking about, what he does in general, and I have a lot of respect for him. Recently, he was on Brian Stavely's, and I guess he believes in the Mandela effect. Listen, he doesn't seem to let the Mandela effect affect him with his own truth. So I'm not calling him a shill. I don't think allegedly Dave D. Murphy is actually a shill. I think he does what he can do, but hopefully he doesn't get sucked into the Mandela effect, because the Mandela effect is the easy way and another trigger word and another trigger sentence and another sign and symbol that shows you who is a shill and who is not. You all understand? It's real simple, real easy. So that's a way to tell that. So those are some known shills. Viable TV. He is a shill. Whoever this is, 366,000. He does have some decent information, but he's a shill. Other YouTubers are not allowed to put up this type of information. So if you're subscribed to Viable TV, you need to be careful, because he is a shill 100%. He's allowed to put this information up, and I got 100 subscribers and I just got striked. So I know he has strikes. He should have strikes with 300,000 subs in all these videos. He should have a lot of strikes. He also came out of nowhere, if I'm not mistaken. Richie from Boston brought up this guy, but I don't know. I don't know. He keeps uploading videos every few minutes. 38 minutes ago, 48 minutes ago, he just keeps uploading. So, yeah, chill. So also, you know, because I'm not afraid to really call these people out for what they actually are. I know Owen Benjamin was kicked off of here. Owen Benjamin, just like I look at this little. I almost said it. Right here, he's on with this sodomite. He's a sodomite, and so is Joe Rogan. He's a sodomite. All of these guys are sodomites. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy, dude. What a nerd, man. You're absolutely retarded. Hey, look at him. He literally dated, I don't know if he was married to the girl or dated her. What's her name? Little Casper. The girl from Casper. Christina Ricci, I think her name is. That's sodomite. They're just sodomites. You know what I'm saying? So he literally just goes, yeah, Big Bear. You know, anybody who doesn't like me, go attack them. I get attacked and I get called all kinds of niggers and all this other racist crap. Did you forget your bike? Are you mad at Owen because of your bike? You know, this guy is a shill, and he's put here to put a divide between all of us. He divides us. He divides all of us. That's all he does. He divides flat earthers against flat earthers. He is a shill. If you can't see that, you're retarded. He never even talked. He hand waved this guy, saying he doesn't believe in suicide. Saying, oh, this guy was a suicide. There's no question about it. It's like, okay, dude, whatever, man. Whatever. You talk about all this other stupid stuff, and as soon as somebody talks about him, you're scared to even talk about Isaac Cappy. Why? It's a joke to me now. Whole thing is a joke. I just, you know, if you all can't understand this for yourselves, then, you know, you kind of deserve what happens to you at the end of the day. I'm not here to, you know, babysit you. It's like, I'm just here to tell you what the reality is. If you can't understand what the reality is, then it's like I said, dude, it's you're living in a dream world, you know, from the Matrix. Let me Mandela effect myself real quick. What if I told you? Oh God. Oh, this is such a joke, man. It's such a joke, dude. It's such a joke. So I Can't Breathe has been taken down from the from YouTube, by the way. Violating the YouTube terms of service. Just wanted to make sure I told you guys that again so that you know. Let me see. What other shows do we have out here? What other shows do we have? There's a lot. There's a lot of shows, brother. This guy, I debated him. He's a sodomite. I debated him when he was at 20,000 subs. He's at 39,000. Just gets pushed into mainstream media. He's a joke. He's an absolute joke. This guy was just featured on Emma UK's channel, and he said that teaching flat Earth is child abuse. I mean, he even said that he has a brain injury. So this guy, Fight the Flat Earth, Craig McNeil, I think his name is. He says that he had a aneurysm, you know? So, I mean, we're listening to a guy who is actually brain retarded. Like, he has a brain injury. And I'm not using retarded as a negative attack. I'm using it as a, oh my God, dude. Hold on. All right. Another false call. Anyway, so I'm just using that in general, that he has a brain issue. And you can look through all of his side. All of these guys are shills. Red's Rhetoric, fake footage of all that. Red's Rhetoric is a shill. Team Skeptic is a crackhead. He's 100% crackhead. He even, like, I mean, come on, dude. Like, he even gets coked up before he even starts debating with people, and then cusses and acts like an animal. He wouldn't do it to me in real life, because you know what would happen to him, right? Like he would, he does that crap with Nathan Thompson. But like I said, Nathan Thompson is a shill as well. I'm not gonna call him a shill. I'm gonna call him a what is he? He's not necessarily a shill. He is a zealot. Because I told you guys, if you guys have joined me from a Christian movement, I'm very, 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 very sorry. But the cross is Tammuz. Do you understand? I am not a Christian. I don't follow Christian beliefs because Christianity is not right. It is of pagan origins, okay? All the way back. You can trace all of this cross stuff back. We do not worship the cross here. We do not worship the cross. The cross is of Tammuz. The cross is the crossing out of your salvation. You understand? This is the mark on your forehead, or the cross that you hold in your right hand. This is the name that you have in your head. All right, my bad, guys. I'm back. Had one of my peeps stop by for a second. All right. So back to what I was saying. Nathan Thompson is a guy who, he doesn't understand that the true name of God is Yahuwah, and the true name of his son is Yahusha, and these are written. These are written on the Silver Scrolls, the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is the name, and it's written multiple times, and you don't really get to have that opportunity to say you don't believe in this or you don't believe in that. Christians are wrong. You are wrong because the original name is written and you are just calling him by a title, and I'm not going to be listening to your nonsense. Okay? This is what the name actually is. Okay? Understand what the name is. Understand what the truth is, and stop being a sheep. Nathan Thompson, you spread all this information about the flat earth, but you don't really know anything about the cover-up of history and the cover-up of religion. Religion has been covered up. You all understand? So these are all trigger words. When people start talking about the Bible, Rob Skiba, Taboo Conspiracy, same thing. It's like, really, really good work, but don't start talking about the Bible because you don't know what you're talking about. Look at this white guy right here. You know what I mean? As your picture on the Bible and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And all this nonsense, Nephilim genetics theory and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't understand enough. You're not supposed to still be talking about it. This guy just wants to be some famous guy. He just wants to be some public speaker. He wants to be looked at like he's somebody. But in reality, he is nobody. He's one of the ones that caused one of the biggest outrages in the flat earth community. Was with that little 20 that's whatever 16 degree hour drift, 15 degree per hour drift, or whatever it was, on his little stupid documentary. So that was a huge hit on the flat earth community. So this is how you find out if somebody is shills or if somebody is legit or if somebody is not. Eric Dubay, for instance, is a truther. He talks about the life force energy. He talks about old maps. He talks about the cover up. He talks about other shills, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he writes his own books. He talks about all the theories on flat earth and how they happen. He talks about nuclear weapons. And he talks about a lot of stuff, okay? He is a truther, a real truther. You understand? There are people who are not truthers, okay? There are people like Nathan Oakley, who is a flat earther. He's a 100% flat earther. He's very, very smart. He's very, very knowledgeable of the flat earth. I just don't think that he completely understands a lot about truth. But he does know the truth about science and flat earth, and he's excellent. So there's difference between truthers and there's differences between flat earthers, okay? And just for a truther definition, I'd like to see what the official definition of a truther is. A person who doubts the generally accepted account of an event, believing that an official conspiracy exists to conceal the true explanation. A conspiracy theorist. 100% wrong. And look at this: age, HIV, blah, 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 denied evolution. Evolution is a theory. HIV has never been proven to cause AIDS. Oh my God. Do you see? It's like right in front of your stupid faces is right there. And yet you're still not able to understand how this stuff actually works. A lot of people are not able to see this, and it's right in front of their faces. It amazes me. Honestly, I'm baffled. I'm at a loss for words out of pure ignorance for a lot of people. Believe. Here we go, guys. Here we go. belief and acceptance that a statement is true or that something does exist. Something one accepts is true or real. A firmly held opinion. Religious, Christian beliefs. Belief is a word you will never really hear come out of my mouth because I do not talk about beliefs. I talk about what is fact and what has evidence and truth. I don't talk about what somebody believes. I don't care if you believe Earth is a globe. That don't matter to me what you believe. Fact of the matter is it's not a globe. That's a fact. That's not a belief. It's a fact, and it's observably, it's measurably, and it's proven demonstratively that it's actually flat. Okay? Large bodies of water do not curve, can't have gas pressure without a container. Therefore, we cannot have air pressure unless there's something containing it, holding it. Oh gosh, this stuff is so simple. Oh yeah, I got a new shill that just gets on my nerves. This retard, where's he at? Like this kind of shows how stupid he is. You can't even find him. All right, write the hand. 3 words all together is 1 word. Dig it for truth, like toddlers for boogers. Really now? Really? This idiot says the second law of thermodynamics is word salad at its core. Total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease over time. That's what it's saying. Isolated system. Isolated system. Isolated system. High pressure, low pressure, sealed container, sealed container, open container, open, hole in the side. You can't have Earth being open without space and our air going into space. What is it not to understand, right the hand, you stupid retard? What is there not to understand? Look at this idiot. He shows his chicken and says that the chickens in his yard are gas pressure. I don't like Arwen, but he attacks Arwen 24/7. I don't have any words for Arwen. Right here. Show you how stupid this idiot is.
What up, Chicken the Hand is back. We're going to be talking... Look at that thing. Looking at me. We're going to be talking about a house... Alright, so like, do you even need walls? Do you just need an expansive area? You know, and you will form... Looking at me. We're going to be talking about a housekeeping question, one that I have an issue with. And it's...
All right, sorry. Had another interruption.
Gap. Alright, so like, do you even need walls? Do you just need an expansive area? You know, and you will form kind of like a dome, maybe? Because that's how liquid, if you put liquid on a table, like, isn't that fluid? Fluid, liquid, if you put it on a table, won't it just kind of form like that surface tension dome? Right? So there's many different ways you can achieve this gas pressure. So when you just say gas pressure without a container, I need more specifics. So if it...
This idiot said that you can set water on a table and the water on a table is gas pressure. Are you psychotic in the head? Oh my God.
If anybody can help me with that. There goes some gas pressure. Look at that one running.
There's some gas pressure.
That's a fast molecule.
Downvote.
That's a big one. Come on, people. What do these words mean?
Effing retard. There you go, bud. Because you're absolutely retarded and you're stupid. This is how you find shills. This is how you find shills. This is how you find people that are too stupid to actually do some research on their own. Look, guys, I'm done. I'm ready to cut this off. I'm done. There was a couple things I really wanted to talk about, but I got interrupted so many times that I'm just done. So follow me on my other locations. Not here. I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming here too much longer. So I'll holler.